Okay, good evening, class. Good evening, Geraldine. Good evening, Angie.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Karen.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, Geraldine. Good evening, Angie. Okay, students, we are going to start our English class. But first, you need to accept the recording of this session. So write in the chat that you accept the recording, please. Thank you, Carol. Good evening, Carol. Thank you. Okay. Write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session, please. Thank you. Okay, Geraldine. Perfect. Thank you, Daniela. Okay. Okay, Angie. Thank you, Laura. Okay, perfect, students. So we're going to start our English class. I'm going to share my screen. Perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, students, for today we have the unit 3.2 or 3,2. What did he say? This is the title of our unit. So first, don't forget, final exam, December 11, 30%. Okay. What did he say? This is the agenda for today. Number one, we have activities about the preparation of our exam. We have reading exercises, okay, and one vocabulary about, well, one exercise about vocabulary. This is the point number one in our agenda. And number two, what did he say? That's the name, as I told you, that's the name of our unit. And here we have using reported verbs, say and tell. We are going to talk about reporting verbs like say and tell and ask. Using reporting verbs, ask. And to finish that part, we are going to talk about reported speech in different tenses like present simple, present continuous, and past simple. So this is the agenda for today. We are going to start. Okay. Check her face. Check her face. What did he say? Remember. What did he say? That's in Spanish is like ¿qué dijo, no? ¿Qué dijo él? In past. So let's start with the first activity. Okay. Reading activities. Page 12 and 40. Okay, let's start with the exercise number one. And here we have. Okay, first we are going to identify the photo. We are going to identify the photo. What do you think? What is she doing? ¿Qué está haciendo ella? What is she doing? What do you think? Turn your microphone on. What is she doing? She's what? Turn your microphone on. What is she doing? ¿Qué está haciendo ella? ¿Qué estará haciendo ella?
Dancing, teacher.
Yes, she's dancing. She's dancing. Cuando estemos describiendo, coloquémosle ing al verbo. She's dancing. Ella está bailando. Okay, she's dancing could be, okay, salsa music or merengue music or reggaeton music. Well, it could be. What about V? What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? He is what? What do you think? He is driving, yes. Driving, okay. So he's driving a taxi. So he's a taxi driver. Taxi driver. Yes. What about number 3 or C? C. Okay, C. What do you think? He is
Repairing a car, teacher.
yes, he is fixing a car. He's repairing a car. So he's a mechanic. Okay, a mechanic. And D could be, for example, I don't know, a secretary. Yes, could be a secretary in her office. Okay, so we are going to start with the first exercise. My other job. The question that I have is, do you have another job? ¿Tienen otro trabajo aparte del que tienen? Do you have another job? Yes or no? Do you have another job? Or just one?
No.
No. Just one, teacher. Okay, perfect. So what's the idea? First, we are going to read. We are going to read. If you want to read, turn your microphone on. Okay, then we are going to socialize. Okay, vamos a leer los textos todos y vamos a socializar. So if you want to read the paragraph 1, let me know. Okay, si quiere leer el párrafo 1, hágamelo saber. Then I'm going to correct your pronunciation. Voy a corregir tu pronunciación. Once.
Teacher, me.
Lots of people.
One or lots of people around the world have two jobs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's because they need money, and sometimes they want to learn something new. Let's meet some people who each have two jobs.
Yes, okay, continue. Number
Okay.
1.
I'm Luisa, I'm from Brazil, but I live in Lisbon with my parents and my sister. I work as a receptionist for an IT company at an office downtown, but I also help my parents and our family restaurant in the evening and on the weekend. It's a traditional Brazilian restaurant. My sister helps too. My parents cook the food and we serve it. I like my two jobs, but I don't have a lot of free time.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Good pronunciation. Sorry, what's your name?
Carol.
Okay, Carol. Carol, don't forget. But, okay, but, no but. But I don't have a lot of free time, okay? Don't forget. But, here we have but. But, but good. Okay. So this is the first exercise. Here we have lots of people around the world have two jobs. Yes. Sometimes it's because they need the money and sometimes they want to learn new things. Okay. They want to learn something new. Let me some people who each have two jobs. The first one is Luisa. Okay. She's from Brazil, but she lives in Lisbon with her parents and her sister. She works as a receptionist. So this is number 1, as a receptionist. Okay. For an IT company at an office downtown. But I also help my parents in our family restaurant. So in the evenings, okay. Her family, okay, and here we have restaurant in the evening and on the weekend. The restaurant is about traditional Brazilian food. Okay, so talking about jobs, well, her name is Luisa, and here we have receptionist, number 1, And number 2, waitress. Como mesera could be. Well, I don't know. Good, very good. What about number 2? Who wants to read? Michelle. Who wants to read? ¿Alguien quiere leer? Turn your microphone on if you want to read. Excuse me, teacher. Nobody? Okay, I'm going to continue. Michel lives in Prague. He's a mechanic and he works at the garage. He likes his job because he loves cars, but he doesn't work there on the weekend. On Saturdays, he has a second job. He's a tour guide for tourism. He knows a lot about his city. So here we have Michel, lives in Prague. He's a mechanic. This is the number 1, job number 1. And he works at the garage. He likes his job because he loves cars, yes, but he doesn't work on the weekend. On Saturday, he has the second job. On Saturday. Second job, he's a tour guide. Okay, he's a tour guide. So number 1, mechanic. Number 2, tour guide. Perfect. Oh, let's continue with number 3. Who wants to read? ¿Alguien desea leer esta parte? Turn your microphone on. Zoe. No, nobody? Okay. Zoe is 26 years old and lives in Toronto, in Canada. She's a receptionist for a TV company. She works from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the week. So has another job, okay, 3 evenings a week. She teaches Zumba at a gym. She doesn't work on the weekend, okay? Number 1, she's a receptionist for a TV company, receptionist. And number 2, she teaches Zumba at a gym. Okay, so to finish, we have here Isaac's from Jamaica, but he lives in New York. He's a taxi driver and he works every day. Isaac likes his job and he loves New York. He often goes back to Jamaica for his other jobs. He doesn't drive a taxi in Jamaica. He's a singer and he sings at festivals. So here we have Isaac's from Jamaica, but he lives in New York. He's a taxi driver. So this is number 1, a taxi driver. Okay, job number 1, taxi driver. And he works every day. Isaac likes his job and he loves New York. He often goes back to Jamaica. Goes back in Spanish is regresar. Goes back to Jamaica for his other job. He doesn't drive a taxi in Jamaica. Él no maneja taxi en Jamaica. He's a singer and he sings at festival. Él es un cantante. Okay, perfect. So we are going to start. Vamos a comenzar. What do you think? Wait a minute. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, perfect. So here we have label the pictures with the names of the people. What other jobs are mentioned in the text? Okay, so for example, here we have A. A is Luisa, Michelle, Zoe, or Isaac. What do you think? A.
Soy, teacher.
Yes, is Zoe. Why? because she's a receptionist, yes, and she teaches Zumba at gym, okay, in the evenings. En las noches enseña Zumba en un gimnasio, ¿no? Okay, good. What about B? What about B? The answer is?
Isaac.
Isaac, yes. He's from Jamaica. He lives in New York. He's a taxi driver in New York. But, he's a singer in Jamaica. Él es un cantante en Jamaica. Good, good. What about C? What about C?
Michelle.
Okay, Michelle here. Michelle lives in Prague. He's a mechanic. Yes, very good. And he has a second job. He's a tour guy. Es un guía turístico, ¿no? He's a tour guide on Saturdays, los sábados. Okay, and to finish, here we have, to finish, Luisa. Okay, she works as a receptionist. Okay, and she works in a restaurant. Ella trabaja como recepcionista y trabaja en un restaurante, ¿no? Que es el de su familia. Okay, students, so be careful, sea cuidadoso. You need to read, try to understand the general idea, don't forget names, what's the situation, okay? And first you need to read. Number 2, read the questions. And number 3, read again. Le recomiendo para su examen. Leer el texto a nivel general, tratar de entenderlo, empezar a socializarlo, ¿cierto? Mirar de qué se trata el texto. Luego de esto, mirar las preguntas. ¿Qué me están preguntando? ¿Qué me quieren decir? Ok, revisar las palabras, el significado, bueno, ¿listo? Luego de esto, leer las preguntas y finalmente leer nuevamente el texto para dar respuesta. Ok, este es un texto sencillo, era fácil de entenderlo. La idea o el propósito es que practiquemos durante las sesiones y pues también que usted asocie estos ejercicios que le estoy entregando. Ok. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Perfect. Exercise. Okay. Here. Exercise number 2. Wait a minute. Exercise number 2. Vamos con el ejercicio número 2. Wait a minute. Okay, perfect. So here we have page 40. Page 40. Okay. So here we are going to read about celebrations around the world. Okay, celebrations around the world. Vamos a leer acerca de celebraciones alrededor del mundo. Here we have. Match the sentences 1 to 5 with the 3 celebrations. Okay. Match the sentences 1, 5 with the 3 celebrations. For example, number 1. This celebration takes place in Brazil. Number 2. A lot of people were ready for this celebration. Number 3. This celebration starts on a Friday. Number 4. This celebration happens in the winter. And number 5, animals take part in this celebration. Okay? So if you want, students, take a photo or take a screenshot, okay? take a photo or take a screenshot. You need this vocabulary. Por favor, tomen un pantallazo a esta parte superior para tenerlo como referencia, porque en la pantalla no se ve todo el texto. ¿Ok? Take a photo or take a screenshot. Okay, ready? Ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, what's the idea? You are going to read about celebrations around the world. Here we have 3 celebrations. Celebration number 1 is Chinese New Year. Number 2, Rio Carnival. And number 3, Seville's April Fair. Okay, so you are gonna read about that. When you finish that, check the words that you don't understand, check the vocabulary, okay, read again, and try to complete. Vamos a leer, a identificar vocabulario, ¿cierto? Tratar de entender qué me está diciendo el nuevo año chino, el carnaval de Río, ok, y la feria de Sevilla en abril. Luego de esto, buscamos el vocabulario, claro que sí, y completamos esta primera parte. No la vamos a completar en el chat de nuestra reunión, no, todavía no, ¿cierto? Pero vamos a encender los micrófonos y vamos a participar. About the time, we have no more than 10 minutes, ¿ok? Acerca del tiempo, tenemos no más de 10 minutos. Is clear this activity? ¿Es clara esta actividad? Hello, questions? Questions?
No, teacher.
It's clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, let's start. Iniciemos, por favor. Okay, students, did you finish? Angie, Carol, Daniela, Laura, Angie, did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Good. So we are going to read this exercise. Number 1, Chinese New Year. Who wants to read? ¿Alguien quiere leer? Que me colabore en esta parte.
Me, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Let's start.
Okay. Chinese New Year. My name's Hong and I live in Shanghai. Today is January 28th and I'm celebrating Chinese New Year with my family. Chinese New Year always takes place in January or February, but the date changes every year. For example, it's on February 5 in 2019 and on January 25 in 2020, before New Year. We clean our homes and decorate them in the color red for good luck. Then we have a special dinner with our family and wear red clothes. I'm having dinner with my family now and I'm wearing a red shirt. We are all having a great time.
Okay, continue. Rio Carnival. Continue.
Todo. Rio
Yes, yes.
Carnival. My name's Ana and Teacher, ¿lo podría acercar un poquitico, por favor?
Okay,
Creo
we're...
que en la esquina superior izquierda, no sé si eso sea para acercar.
No. But
Ujú.
I don't know. I'm gonna check. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
never mind.
Okay.
Okay. My name's Anna and I live in Rio de Janeiro. People from all over the world visit Rio at Carnival time. Carnival is on a different date every year, but it's always in February or March. It starts on Friday and finishes on a Wednesday. Today is Sunday, February 26th, the third day of Carnival, and I am watching a parade with my friends, the dancers and musicians in,
Musicians.
musicians in the parade and wearing beautiful, colorful costumes.
Okay, continue.
Ceviche April Fair. Yes or no?
Yeah. Seville's April Fair.
Seville's, okay. I am Antonio and I'm visiting Seville this week for the April Fair. I live in Madrid, but I come to Seville every year in April. Today's April 18, the second day of the fair, and right now I'm walking around with my friends. The April Fair is a party for the whole city. It starts at midnight on a Monday and finishes on a Sunday. The women wear flamenco dresses, jewelry, and flowers in their hair, and the men wear suits and hats. Some people ride horse. The I don't know the
Atmospheres. Fantastic.
atmosphere is fantastic.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Good, students. So here we have question number 1. Thank you. Question number 1 is, wait a minute. Wait, yes, perfect. Okay. This celebration takes place in Brazil. The answer is
Rio Carnival.
Rio Carnival. It's very easy. Okay.
Yes.
Number 2. A lot of people were red for this celebration. The answer is
Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year. Yes, Chinese New Year. This celebration starts on Friday. This celebration starts on Friday. Is
Rio Carnival, teacher.
Rio Carnival, look, it starts on Friday. Okay, this celebration happens in winter.
Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year. And the last one, animals take part in this celebration.
Seville's
Sevilla's April Fair. Yes. Difficult, easy, let me know. Difícil, fácil.
easy, teacher.
Okay, yes, it's very, very easy. Okay, students. So don't forget, first you need to read, try to understand the general idea. Then you have to check the vocabulary that you don't understand. Don't forget, you need to read the questions and answer them. Read again the text and answer them. No se les olvide leer el texto, identificar la idea general del texto, ¿cierto? Luego de esto, revisar el vocabulario, las palabras que no comprendemos. Luego de esto, volver a leer el texto o leer las preguntas y leer el texto para dar respuesta. Perfect. So let's continue with this reading activity. Okay. In this exercise, we have read the story and answer the questions. Okay. We are going to continue talking about naturalism. Did you remember in the previous class naturalism? ¿Recuerdan en la semana pasada que trabajamos a naturalism? Este personaje es el nombre de la persona que hace la historia, ¿no? So here we have naturalism goes shopping. Nasrin va de compras. Reading comprehension. Read the story and answer the questions. Vamos a leer la historia y responder las preguntas, como si fuera nuestro examen. Number one, first, listen this story. Primero, escuchemos la historia. ¿Ok? Practiquemos nuestro ejercicio de escucha. Pues la escuchamos.
Nasruddin goes shopping.
Perfect. Number two, try to understand the general idea of the text. Entendamos la idea general del texto. It's very easy, es súper sencillo. En la medida en que van pasando las clases, vamos a mejorar los niveles para que sean un poco más complejos. Estos son sencillos. Ok, so you are gonna read, check the vocabulary, revisen el vocabulario, check the general idea, revise la idea general. Ok, when you finish that, you are going to answer the question. Cuando finalicen estos pasos, van a responder las preguntas. Ok. Don't forget, read, answer. No se les olvide leer y responder. Este ejercicio usted le da la posibilidad de que si no es esta, le dice intente de nuevo. No, la idea es que en la primera respuesta que demos sea la correcta. ¿Ok? Talking about the time, I think that we have 10 minutes more. 10 minuticos. Solo vamos a trabajar ejercicios de comprensión de lectura de 10 minutos para que se vayan acostumbrando en el tiempo de la prueba real. ¿Ok? So, check the chat, please. Revisen el chat, por favor. Can you open it? ¿Pueden abrir el link? ¿Me confirman, por favor? Angie, Carol, Laura, and Angie. ¿Me confirman si pueden abrir el link, por favor?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Ok, perfect. Vamos a hacer esta prueba, ok. Nos vamos a tomar 10 minuticos a ver cómo les va. Me van a contar sobre esas 7 preguntitas, cómo les fue. Si fue difícil, si fue fácil. Bueno, vamos a revisar a ver cómo les va. So, let's start. Iniciemos. Si tienen alguna pregunta, enciendan su micrófono y me indican. Let's start. Iniciemos, por favor. Okay, did you finish? Angie, Carol, Laura, and Angie, did you
Yes.
finish? Yeah, okay. Difficult, easy?
Easy, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Well, here we have.
One day, Nasruddin went to town to buy new clothes. First, he tried on a pair of trousers. He didn't like the trousers, so he gave them back to the shopkeeper. Then he tried a robe which had the same price as the trousers. Nasruddin was pleased with the robe, and he left the shop. Before he climbed on his donkey to ride home, the shopkeeper and the shop assistant ran out. "You didn't pay for the robe," said the shopkeeper. "But I gave you the trousers in exchange for the robe, didn't I?" replied Nasruddin. "Yes, but you didn't pay for the trousers either," said the shopkeeper. "But I didn't buy the trousers," replied Nasruddin. "I am not so stupid as to pay for something which I never bought."
Okay, question number 1. How did Nasruddin get to the shop? On foot, by camel, by donkey? The story doesn't say. A, B, C, or D?
C, teacher.
C, by donkey. Yes, here you can find the answer, you know. Climbing on his donkey to ride home, yeah. Number 2, what did Nasruddin do first in the shop? He tried on some trousers, he tried on a robe, he tried on a hat, he greeted the shopkeeper. The answer is A, B, C, or D?
A.
Yes, he tried on some trousers. Okay. Number 3. Okay, the answer is here. First, he tried a pair of trousers. Oh, number 3. What did Nasruddin try on next? A robe, a pair of trousers, or a hat? A, B, or C? What did Nasruddin try on next?
A, teacher. A robe.
A robe. Okay, robe in Spanish is like una túnica, no? Una túnica. Okay, number 4. Which item did Nasruddin like best? The robe, the hat, or the trousers?
The robe.
The robe. Okay, perfect. Number 5. How many people were working in the shop? 4, 3, or 2?
2.
2.
2, yes. 6. Why was the shopkeeper angry with Nasruddin left? A, B, or C?
He didn't pay for the robe.
Yeah, and to finish, number 7. Oh my God, number 7 is, what did Nasruddin actually pay for? The answer is, what did Nasruddin actually pay for?
Nothing.
Nothing, yes. Okay, very good. Okay, I think that this exercise was very easy. Very good, students, very good. So, like autonomous work, not in this moment, you are going to complete the text. So if you want, take a photo or take a screenshot. Okay, here you can find the text, but we are not going to work in this moment, not in this class, right? Vamos a completar este texto, no lo vamos a completar en clase. Es como una actividad personal para hacer esta semana, para practicar. Take a screenshot, take a photo, tome un pantallazo, tome una foto, practíquelo, ok, ahí encuentra el texto, luego completa las palabras para completarlo. And here you can find the answers. Y aquí completas las respuestas. Encuentras las respuestas, ok. Don't forget, this is the exercise. And here the answers. Y aquí las respuestas. Okay, perfect. So let's continue. The exercise number 2, it's very, very important. Este es un ejercicio 2 que nos puede aparecer en nuestro examen. Es muy importante asociarlo. Here we have exercise. Match each of the following words from 1 to 10 to its correct meaning. Okay, from A to J. Vamos a unir cada una de las palabras, de las siguientes palabras, de 1 a 10, con su correcto significante, de A a J. For example, number 1, imitation. Por ejemplo, la número 1, imitación. Here we have imitation. The answer is C. Okay. Imitation. The act of copying something. Entonces, imitación. ¿Qué es la imitación? El acto de copiar alguna cosa. Entonces, vamos a unir nuestras palabras de 1 a 10 con los significantes de A a J. But please write the answers in our chat. Por favor, en este ejercicio, si escribamos, ¿ok? Los resultados en nuestro chat para ir dejando evidencia de nuestro trabajo. Este es un poquito más extenso, ¿ok? Check the words that you don't understand. Revisen las palabras que no entienden, ¿ok? No el significado. Traten de asociar el significado. Pero si, por ejemplo, la palabra número 2 no la entiende, búsquenla en un diccionario a ver qué traduce y trate de conectarla con el significante. Is clear this activity? ¿Es clara esta actividad? Yes or no? Hello, hello. Is clear this activity?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. So, let's start. Iniciemos, por favor, y dejemos la evidencia en nuestro chat. Tenemos alrededor de 12 minuticos para hacer esa actividad. Let's start. Iniciemos, por favor. Ok. Okay, did you finish? Carol, yes. Angie, yes. Okay. Carol and Angie. Good. What about Laura and Marcela? Did you finish?
No, teacher.
No yet? Okay. We have 2 minutes more. Tenemos 2 minutitos más para darle finalización a esta actividad. Don't forget, write the answers in our chat. No se les olvide escribir las respuestas en el chat. Okay, students. So the time is over. We are going to socialize the answers, right? Number 1 is C. Number 2 is F. Number 3 is H. Number 4 is A. Number 5 is G. Number 6 is B. Number 7 is I. Number 8 is D. Number 9 is J. And number 10 is E. Okay? Now tell me, was difficult, was easy? Tell me your answers. Difficult, easy?
Difficult.
It's difficult. Okay, okay, okay. Very
So,
good. Yeah, I know. So we are gonna, next class, we are gonna practice this exercise, okay? We have some different exercises and we are going to practice with this part because it's very important. La siguiente semana trabajaremos nuevamente otros ejercicios, pero de completar así como esos, para que vayan afianzando y organizando la práctica y su conocimiento. Este es un poco complejo porque las palabras no son sencillitas de identificar. Okay, perfect. So let's continue, students. Let's continue. Here we have Number 2. This lesson will help you to learn the topic related to the week 12. You will learn about using reporting verb say and tell, as I told you, using reporting verb ask, and reported speech in different tenses. Simple present, present continuous, and past simple. So here we have using reporting verbs say and tell. Okay, using reported verbs say and tell. Example, he told me that he was leaving the country the day before. Say and tell as reporting verbs are used in reported speech. Write these verbs after mentioning the person who told you something. Follow the next example. So here we have say and tell. Decir y contar, ¿no? Decir o contar. Say, the past is said. El pasado del verbo decir es este que estoy subrayando acá en color azul. And tell, the past is told. Entonces nos sirven para reportar o mencionar que alguien dijo algo. Como vamos a reportar, vamos a empezar a entender que para reportar debemos utilizar pasado. Bueno, pasado. And here we have direct speech and reported speech. Discurso directo y obviamente su reportaje. Let's check the example number 1. Revisemos el ejemplo número 1. We are here. That's in Spanish means nosotros estamos aquí. Eso en español traduciría nosotros estamos aquí. We are here. ¿Ok? Queremos reportar eso. Quiero decir que ellos, ¿cierto? Ellos que están acá, me dijeron a mí. Entonces ya sabemos que después de la expresión told, siempre vamos a utilizar told me, told him, told her, told us, ¿cierto? Que estos pronombres ya los trabajamos en sesiones anteriores. They told me, ¿ok? Ellos me dijeron a mí. El pronombre objeto, ¿no? Va después de un verbo. That they were there, que ellos estuvieron allá. Entonces, obviamente no puedo colocar here acá, tengo que colocar there porque es allá, ¿cierto? Y me dice que siempre reporte en pasado. ¿Listo? Siempre reporte en pasado. Number 2, si es un presente simple, que es como esta oración que está acá, el pasado es un pasado simple. Si es un presente continuo, el pasado será un pasado continuo, para que vayamos entendiendo ese concepto. Let's check the sample number 2. Revisemos el ejemplo número 2. Here we have. I'm listening to music. Estoy escuchando música. ¿Cierto? Entonces vamos a suponer que cuando estoy diciendo estoy escuchando música me estoy refiriendo a una chica. Es decir, a ella. Ella está diciendo, puede ser Laura, puede ser Diana, bueno. She said she was listening to music. Ella dijo que ella estaba escuchando música. Aquí en esta parte puedes colocar la expresión that para que vayas entendiendo, aunque generalmente se omite en medio de estos dos. She said that, para que la puedas traducir literal. Vuelvo y digo, aunque en el inglés se omite, ¿cierto? Ella dijo que ¿quién? Que ella estaba escuchando música, es decir, si esta oración está en presente continuo, su pasado es que un pasado continuo, ¿correcto? I'm listening to music. She said that she was listening to music. Ella dijo que dijo que ella estaba escuchando música. Number 3, número 3. He planned our vacation. Él planeó nuestras vacaciones. Como estamos diciendo que él planeó nuestras vacaciones, ¿cierto? Ya esto es un pasado simple. Mira, el verbo aquí está en pasado. A cualquier persona, ¿cierto? Acuérdense que aquí vamos a colocar la expresión después de ella, que él había planeado. Es decir, si la oración está en pasado simple, simple past, el reportaje debe quedar en pasado perfecto, past perfect. El pasado perfecto se conjuga utilizando had como auxiliar que traduce había, eso lo hemos dicho varias veces en varias sesiones, y el verbo en pasado participio, ¿correcto? Entonces, retomando. Simple present, simple past. Present continuous, past continuous. Simple past, past perfect. Entonces, si la oración está en presente simple, para hacer el reportaje la ponemos en pasado simple. Si la oración está en presente continuo, para hacer el reportaje queda en pasado continuo. Si la oración está en pasado simple, ¿cierto? Para hacer el reportaje queda en pasado perfecto. ¿Eso hasta ahí es claro? ¿Me confirman, por favor? Is clear that? Yes or no? Okay, perfect. Thank you. So let's continue. Continuemos. Say and tell. Okay. After told, you need an object pronoun, lo que les estaba diciendo. Object pronoun. Después de la expresión told, necesita un pronombre objeto. ¿Se acuerdan? Mire, told her, told me. Esos pronombres objetos ya los trabajamos. After say, don't use an object pronoun. Entonces, después de say, after said, don't use an object pronoun. No utilice un pronombre objeto. Solo se utiliza en la expresión told. ¿Ok? Number 3, ask. ¿Qué pasa cuando es una pregunta? Entonces vamos a utilizar otro verbo para reportar, ask, que es pregunta, ¿no? Preguntar es esto. Example. Question. Entonces me dice que hay una pregunta. La pregunta es, ¿are you single? ¿Eres soltero? Yo quiero reportar eso. Entonces yo quiero decir que él me preguntó a mí. Vamos a suponer que aquí hay una persona que se llama Pedro, ¿cierto? Y Pedro me pregunta a mí, hey, ¿usted es soltero? Entonces yo voy a decir, él me preguntó, ¿cierto? He asked me, me preguntó a mí. ¿Qué me preguntó a mí? If I was single, si yo era soltero. Entonces aquí debemos incluir la expresión if. ¿Por qué? Porque estoy diciendo, él me preguntó a mí si yo era soltero. Number 2, número 2. Bueno, entonces observen acá que está en presente simple y obviamente queda en pasado simple. Number 2. Did he send the email? Aquí me está diciendo, ¿envió el correo electrónico? ¿Quién? Él. Entonces, ahora, el profesor me va a preguntar a mí, ¿no? The teacher asked me. El profesor me preguntó a mí, ¿qué? If he had sent the email, si él había enviado el correo electrónico. En este caso, had es el pasado, ¿cierto? Perfecto. Y anexo a eso no se les olvide el verbo, había enviado. Number 3. What are you reading? ¿Qué estás leyendo? My mom asked me what I was reading. Mi mamá me preguntó lo que yo estaba leyendo. Como la pregunta está en presente continuo, se mantiene y queda en pasado continuo. Entonces, es importante volver a retomar este libro y volver a leer nuevamente esos ejemplos, revisar la clase, ¿ok? Dado el caso que tengan alguna pregunta. Next class, we are going to continue talking about reported speech. Para la siguiente clase vamos a trabajar reported speech. But like a homework, please read this information. Pero por favor, como tarea, ok, léanse esta información. La próxima semana seguiremos trabajando esta parte de reported speech. Ok, ¿is clear that? ¿Es claro eso? Questions? No questions? Okay.
No, teacher.
So, Carol, Angie, Laura, and Angie Marcela, that's all for today. Thank you for coming. and see you next week. Don't forget the units, and that's all. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Good night.
Okay. Good. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Sure.
Good night. Good night, good night.